Rise is now live streaming Star Citizen Space Drums 25k followers smiling face with hearts free fly Dono Delta Hub Fuel AMD Zenny. Hi. Sup losers. How are you doing?
It's time for another day of drums, Star Citizen, and more. And guess what? I'm going to hit 25,000 followers today on Twitch. I can't even imagine seeing 25,000 people in the same area to like hang out with me and be a part of this thing that I do on the internet. I know follower number doesn't really mean anything, but it is an achievement. I accidentally had the mic on while making my go live video. Whoops.
Greetings fellow citizen.
Yo! Gift sub, first one of the day. Thank you, Red John.
Wish you luck. I haven't been able to enter the game in the last 3 hours. Let us go. I hope you enjoyed the festival. What a song vibes. Eveninvich.
Having a bit of trouble with my gaming PC. Saying no internet, even though the internet is definitely on because, well, my second PC is running the stream right now. So let's hope a good old turn it off and turn it on again fixes
XD.
that.
Fixes everything. Unplug the Ethernet cable and plug it back in.
And of course, the turn it off, turn it on again, fix the internet. Beautiful. Hello, Twitch. Hello, TikTok. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the show. It's me. Hey, it's your old pal Enterprise, live and direct from our beautiful studio here in Brooklyn, New York. The very first stream of the week. Star Citizen is still free to try until, what is it, Wednesday this week? I think the free fly ends on Wednesday. Someone want to correct me in the chat? No, next week Wednesday. Next week Tuesday. Do we have a whole week left of this free fly? Damn. You know what happens on the 28th of next week, though? The reason I thought about that? Front page of Twitch. Me and you. All day long, Wednesday the 28th, for my third ever Twitch front page featured stream. I'm super excited about it. All right. I'm really excited. But that's to think about next week. All right. We can wait until next week before we get excited or don't get excited about that stuff. You know what I mean? I have more pressing things to talk about today, right now on the channel, like saying hello to my first YouTube chatter of the day, Upset. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Who else is here? Y2K on TikTok. How you doing? Asking if this game will ever be on PlayStation, maybe PlayStation 7. Lewis, what up, Lewis? Nice to see you. Now let's go over to Twitch because, oh, is that a resub on Twitch? No. It is the first.
Jackie Jakob joined the Enders Elite.
Jackie is the first tier 1 new sub of the day. Thanks, Jackie. That's really wonderful of you. We're not even 5 minutes into the show, and we got a brand new sub. That's incredible. Thank you. Also, everyone, 10 more follows on Twitch, and we hit 25,000 Twitch followers. Okay? I know the follower count does not really mean anything, but it does kind of mean something to me emotionally. And business-wise, boom, only 9 more. 9 more. Thanks, dude. Thank you. Now, let's say hello to all of the people on Twitch. Rippert. I almost said Ribbit. I played a festival called Froggy Days over the weekend. Literally, all of the employees, whenever they would talk on their mics, they would say Ribbit, Ribbit. The first gifted sub pack of the day. Red John already gifted a sub during the starting sequence. And that's 10 more from them. Dude, Red John at 11 gifted subs. Thank you, dude. Thank you. But yes, the weekend I played, or the festival I played this weekend, lots of frogs, all right? Froggy Days in Narrowsburg, New York. Show was really good. I had fun, got to go camping. It was a very old school Woodstock kind of vibe, like not overly commercialized, no major brand sponsors, everything independent. Like, it was weird to be at a music festival that didn't have, like, Coca-Cola or Clear Channel or, like, any major brands. It was like being back in time, to be honest. And you know what? It was a really awesome experience. I had a blast. I was playing with my ska band, Stop the Presses. Our next show is in about 3 weeks. We're opening for Save Ferris in Brooklyn, New York. That's going to be a badass show. Can't wait. But let me go say hi to all the names. Angry Frog, Nosh, Lazy Donuts, Sly, Original, Bored Grenade, Night Raven, Devil, first time chatter. How you doing? Rogue Knight Rider, Blue Jay, Solid Gun, E Pupa, whose name I definitely butchered. Sorry about that. Manitoban, Misanthrope. Welcome back to the show. J2Lex. Primo over on YouTube. What's up, Primo? Hey, Primo Says Things following on Twitch. 8 more follows and we hit 25,000 follows. Pro Feeder League, welcome back to the channel. Do I use Restream for the multiple streaming? Asks Ray. No, I do it all in OBS, Ray. I use OBS and ATIM Vertical to create the vertical versions of my scenes, and then ATIM Multi-Stream to distribute my stream to Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube all at the same time. I used to do Twitter as well, but F Twitter. Am I right? Like, no one watched it. I did it for like 6 months. No one watched it, so it's not going to work. Get rid of it. A waste of bandwidth. You know? Ender, do you think the Polaris will be buyable in-game for 4.2? No. I think we're going to have to... Actually, maybe. CIG has been weird about how they delineate what is a full patch and what is a partial patch. It usually takes 2 full patch cycles before we get a new ship in the store. So I don't know how they're counting things right now. Does 4.1.1 count as a patch in that 2 thing? You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to ascertain. The answer is maybe. Maybe. Get rid of Twitter. I mean, yeah. Yes. Pro Feeder League, did you order one of these? Did you order one of these guys? I think you did. I see you talking about your new wrist rest. Man, I'm telling you, I can't even use a gaming mouse without this thing anymore. Like, I am so locked into it. For some people, this might not be a big deal, but if you have bad hands and wrists, it's an absolute game changer as far as I'm concerned. Exclamation Delta Hub in my Twitch chat. Use code Enterprise15 to save 15% on your order. Speaking of sponsor shout outs, can we do I didn't even make my G Fuel yet, everybody. I got so excited about getting on camera. This is just a cup of water right here. I gotta fix that. Today's flavor, gummy sharks, because I'm all out of the Mega Man flavor. That's my favorite one, but I'm out. So we'll go with this one today. All right. Hold on. I spilled some of the powder. I never do this in here. Like, look, my new start the show at 2 o'clock thing is still difficult for me to time manage. Like, I don't know. The problem is I like to post all of my videos at 11 a.m. Okay? I post all my videos at 11 a.m. Do you watch them on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram? But I don't want to post them earlier, okay? And I don't want to post them later. So how can I go to the gym earlier if I have to post my videos at 11? You know? Like, there's no way to schedule all the video posting. And the Wi-Fi at my gym is terrible. And I don't want to step outside when I'm at the gym to like post my videos. That also sucks, you know? That's not fun either. So I don't really have a good solution yet. So that means that I wake up at 10, I post videos, hit the gym at 11, I come home at 1, eat lunch, and then I have to be on stream by 2. So it's like, you know, it's a lot. Hey, wait a minute. Is that another follow? 7 more follows, you guys, and we hit 25,000 follows here on Twitch. Hell yeah. You need an assistant, more caffeine. The day I can afford to pay an assistant that doesn't cut into my take-home revenue in a massive way, I will. But we're not there yet. I am nowhere near there yet. Hey, cheers. Thanks everyone for being here. Use code ENDERPRISE on your next order of G Fuel because, well, they are one of the few sponsors I have that matters to me in this content world. Cheers. What platform do you have an issue scheduling posts on? Well, you can't schedule posts on TikTok. You only can do that on IG and YouTube if you're using the desktop app. But I make the video in TikTok and then export that for all the platforms with the subs and the little edits. I will work for Alpha UEC. Yeah, isn't this bottle like, this bottle is like a hypercolor. It's like 80s, 90s, Back to the Future, Marty McFly hat. You know what I mean? Yeah, for real. Smokey the One says, Ender, do you think salvaging is worth the time? I think so, yeah. I really like salvaging in Star Citizen. In fact, I was planning on doing some today. It's one of my favorite pastimes in the game. I think it is easier to do, not think, I know it's easier to do than mining, less complicated than mining. Therefore, it works more consistently than mining. But I think in the future of the game, mining will always pay more because it's a more advanced system that will have benefits for those of us that fully invest ourselves in that like style of gameplay. You know what I mean? Red John says, what's your favorite G Fuel flavor? Oh, hold on. Another new follow. Thank you, Ray. What do we have? It was 9, 8, 7. Is it 6 more follows? 6 more follows till 25,000? I'm getting my numbers all mixed up. 9, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, 6 more. 6 more follows until 25,000. Oh my God, 5 more. 5 more follows till 25,000. So cool. Thank you, everybody. It's really, feels good. You know what I mean? Feels good. Thank you. Okay, we're going to launch Star Citizen right now. There are some problems people are having with the latest SC patch who also use an AMD 9800X 3D CPU, which is ridiculous because last month that was the best CPU on the planet for this game, and it still is, but we're experiencing little crashes every now and then. You know what I mean? We're getting little crashes, and that's kind of not the best. First time chatter. Hey, if you think that guy's hot, then that's a compliment. If you don't, get out. You get out. You don't compare me to anyone that you don't think is fucking super attractive. All right? Okay, so here we are on the main screen. It's time to make sure my controls work for the day. We do this the same every single day. We go to Arena Commander, go into the offline mode, free flight, and launch. Okay. Here we go. Ulysses with the follow. 4 more till 25,000. Like or live with the follow. 3 more until 25,000 Twitch followers. Thank you so much, everybody. Controls seem to be working, which is great. Oh, when did they add this bridge? Did you see this? Has this bridge always been here?
Perfect landing.
I don't remember this bridge ever in the game. I don't think we have any suspension bridges that are actually visible in the main game. Only here in Arena Commander, to my knowledge. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. This ship, by the way, is called the Intrepid. It's one of my favorite new player ships in the game. Definitely is not the most powerful new player ship, but you know what? It might just be one of the classiest new player ships. Yeah. All right, so we're good here. Let's get out. Yeah, I have never seen that suspension bridge at any location in game ever before. So that's got to be a Arena Commander only kind of thing. You know? But we'll find out later today. Tom Goat, welcome to the chat, says, how was the concert? Oh, I had a really good time. Did you guys look at my posts in my IG stories? Look, I don't want to get sappy or whatever, but my IG post of me sitting on the bench in the woods got the most likes of any IG story I think I've ever posted, and views. Like, we're talking over 300 views on an IG story of mine. That is big, because people don't really interact with my Instagram very much. It's probably the worst of all my platforms, but it was pretty nice to see. So, hey, thanks to all of you that check out my Instagram. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, I'm sorry, John. Let me get back to you. Favorite G Fuel flavors are Blue Bomber Slushy, Shiny Splash. That's a blueberry lemonade. And if I got to pick a third one, Hype Sauce. All the lemonade flavors are really good. Can't go wrong with those. Neo on TikTok. I don't know what you're asking. I don't know what you're asking about. You asking about my Kinesis keyboard? Not sure. Just getting caught up on the chat real quick. Gobo says, just played for the first time and noticed a bunch of my stuff is gone. Yeah, man, you have to be okay with that. Like, this game is not a finished game. Therefore, you should not play this game like it is a finished game. Do not expect the things that come with full normal game. It's really important to keep that in mind. Really important.
Activated the Prime sub.
Hey, that's the first new Prime sub of the day from Lux. Thank you, Lux. And Lux followed, which means 2 more follows on Twitch, and we hit 25,000 followers. Pretty excited. Are these VKB flight sticks? They are. These are the VKB gunfighters. If you live in America, they're kind of hard to order. They're doing a thing, but it's weird. Type exclamation VKB USA to learn how to order them in America. But if you're living anywhere else, you can order them per normal off the VKB website. Use my name to save 5%. Another follow. The next follow. And we hit 25,000 followers. Pretty sweet. Here we are in Pyro. If you're wondering, this is Pyro. Beaver, trying to get rep in Pyro is a nightmare. It's so slow. Like, I don't think it's tracking correctly, if I'm being honest with you. Is ground mining worth it in Pyro? I haven't done enough of it in this patch to give you exact numbers, but I can tell you that it works. Like, mining does work. So there's that. We gotta eat some food. Our dude's hungry and thirsty. This just in, the next person who clicks follow is number 25,000 on Twitch. In case you wanted to be special, here's your moment. There it is! Twix! Twix, you are number 25,000.
Rejo02 gifted a sub.
And John with another gifted sub to the show. Look, everybody, you need to know that I have been streaming since 2019. I've been full-time for the last 4 years. And the last year of my channel has been literally transformative. The last 6 months, specifically, we have gained about 2.5 the success of last year at this time. I have never had more engagement across all my socials. I have never had a larger Twitch payout check than the one I got last week. Like, thank you. For someone who is old and took a chance on a new profession late in life, this stuff really means a lot. You know? It really does.
Profeeder League.
Profeeder League. Thank you very much for the 5-pack of gifted subs. Thank you. We can go play some drums. Sure. Why not? Why not? Let me get the wheel out. Hold on. We got to get the wheel. I don't have the wheel of songs yet. Okay. Does anybody want to give me some more songs to add to the wheel? What are some songs we could add to the wheel right now? Hit me with some suggestions, chat. Any platform, whatever you're watching on, tell me. My Name is Mud by Primus. I played that song in high school. Back in Black, AC/DC. Okay, we got it. It's on the wheel. I've got 4 AC/DC Back in Blacks right now. I feel like I just need to play that song, right? I feel like we should just... No, we'll go spin the wheel. We'll spin it. Linkin Park, Numb. Let's add it to the wheel. You got it. Hey, do you guys know that, like, last week, I played Nickelback on the channel, and during the Nickelback song, we got 100 gifted subs. I still can't believe that happened. Thursday's stream Or Friday's stream. Friday's stream was almost 300 subs in total. I'm still blown away by that reality that like that happened on Friday. All right, let's get my shoes on. The Wonders, That Thing You Do. Great song. Great song. Okay, let's go to the drums right now. Here we go.
Congratulations on 25K you earned it. Love your stream, words of wisdom, and the education on the game.
Fleet Commander with the first donation. Direct Money's donation. For the day. Dude, thank you. That's really really kind of you. Very generous. Thank you so much, Fleet Commander, for dropping 20 bucks on the channel. Fleet Commander, you got a song? Huh? You got a song that you want me to play? You let me know. Baltheo Man. Baltheo Man? Am I saying your name right? They say, you are talked about a lot in Star Citizen. People I meet talk about you in high regard, which is pretty cool. Hey, well, that's awesome to know. Look, I've been in this game for a long time now, 4.5 years, and I think I have a pretty unique perspective on the game itself. And I definitely have a unique way of showcasing the game within the greater scheme of my channel and my content. So, being memorable helps. You know what I mean? Don't let anyone tell you it's not important, because it definitely is. Is that another donation? Wait. Fleet Commander, did you donate 20 bucks again? Or is that a glitch in the Matrix? Oh my God, we're gonna play "Living on a Prayer." we're gonna play Bon Jovi for the first song of the day. Okay, Bon Jovi, first song of the day. Midgie on TikTok. There is no code to make ships cheaper during Invictus. Ships are at different price points during these events. There's no code you put in to make that happen. Okay. Living on a Prayer. First song today on the channel. We just hit 25,000 followers here on Twitch. The hype train's already over, I think. Oh no, the hype train's done. That doesn't matter. Thank you for helping the level 7 happen. That's so kind of you. So cool. Let's play some music. Here we go. Go. Play. Yes, there it is. I have taught this song to many students, by the way, over the years. If you like what's happening, spam those emotes. Keep the lights moving with the commands in the chat, and let's make it a party. Hold on. We gotta start the song over. It's way too quiet. Song is way too quiet. We lost all the momentum. Some of these older songs are mixed a lot quieter than modern songs. Let's go back. Let's reel it back in. Here we go. This time, for real. anyone in the chat ever seen Bon Jovi in concert? I haven't, but if you... Pro Feeder League with a gifted sub. Thank you, dude. There we go. Bon Jovi's classic hit, Livin' on a Prayer, the very first song of the day. If you're new to the show, my name is Ender. How you doing? I live in New York City. We mix space games and live music together. We just hit 25,000 followers here on Twitch. It's an incredible start to the week. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Let's get back to the game. Now, I see somebody on TikTok having a hard time. Dennis. Hold on, Dennis. I'm going to help you out, okay? So the concept of, like, I am somewhere in the game and the elevators aren't working and the vehicles can't be summoned is something that usually is to do with either your server, your shard, or your location. So you can try to go to the main menu and go back in and hope you get a new server. Or if you are not at your home base, you can go to the hospital and hit the reset spawn, and that will bring you back to your main, like your main base. Then just backspace yourself. This is my backspace button, ka-chunk. And then you'll go back to your home base, and maybe there you can call a ship or use an elevator. So there you go. Try those things and let me know how it goes for you. All right? Original says, Ender, I'm thinking about getting a PC for Star Citizen, but I can't decide what GPU I should get. I'm looking at a 5060 Ti or an RX 7800. Between those two GPUs, now I need to let you know that I have not used a 5060 Ti or an RX 7800 for Star Citizen. You know what I mean? So I can't tell you which is better. I think you got to decide if you want Intel, if you want AMD or NVIDIA on that choice, I think, you know? How do you fix lagging in the game? Easy. Spend all your money on PC components. I wish I had a better answer for you. I really do. Oh, how I wish I had a better answer for you. There's truly no fix to desync. Like, when you say lag, that can refer to many, many things in this game. You know what I mean? It could mean so many things to so many different people. Your setup is so sick. Hey, thank you, dude. Thank you very much. I've been streaming for 6 years total. I've been at this studio for about 2 years. Every studio I've built has been better. This is easily the best one I've built yet. In terms of the quality of every single scene, you know? In terms of the functionality of everything. The sound. The maintenance. Everything about this version of my studio is the best I've ever had it. You know? And if you have detailed questions about anything here, don't be afraid to ask me about it. Like, what kind of camera do I use here? What settings do you use with this input? How do you manage USB devices? Like, all of these kinds of questions, they're all valid and they're all tricky to answer in their own way. Well, actually, they're easy to answer. What I meant to say is it's tricky as a streamer to know how to do something like what I have done. There's not many videos on the internet that help teach you all the things you need to know to build something like this. You know? You have to watch a bunch of different kinds of videos and then, like, put everything together. You know? In fact, I forgot to do something. Notice how that bottom piano cam is too dark? Yeah. I forgot to boost the lighting on the piano cam. I have to do that every day because that's a webcam. I don't like using webcams. Honestly, I despise using webcams because webcams can be changed by your computer. Windows will just F it up whenever it wants to. A real camera, Windows can't touch. That's why I always prefer real cameras over webcams. Always. You know what's funny about the whole webcam versus real camera thing? In a couple more years, I'm pretty sure like 4K webcams are going to be almost indistinguishable from DSLR cameras. They're already making some wild stuff. Like Logitech now has a full like webcam that is a full real camera with interchangeable lenses on it, which is crazy. But something that will always be true is the management of your cameras is always going to be more set it and forget it when it's a physical, real device that Windows can't talk to. Because one of the number one forever rules of computers, Windows will always mess everything up. Eventually, Windows will F it up, right? We can all agree on that, right? And I say that with love. I say it with love, but we know it's true. Facts. What's your chair? My chair. This is a Steel Series. The Steel Series Gesture. Not sponsored. I had to plunk down the money for this baby. But it's worth it, you know? If you sit in a chair all day long, your body will thank you. You know what I mean? Don't skimp. All right, we have to fly home. We have to fly home. We're going to do it in style. In the new Star Lancer TAC. Okay? Merlin, welcome back to the show. Aiden FPS have been playing this game full time on stream for 4.5 years. You know, like Remember, the experience and time in game and investment level is going to be different, you know? How many years have you been broadcasting this game? Like, you'll have a lot of ships too. I have not paid full money for all these ships. Some were gifts.
Joined the Enders Elite.
Some were gifts, some were on loan, some are for giveaways. Hey, is that a new sub? Wait a minute. X Cosmic Rocket X. You're the second brand new tier 1 of the day. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now let's talk about this ship. The Star Lancer TAC. One of the newest ships in Star Citizen. It is a drop ship. It's not really a warship. As much as we hoped this would be a like fleet battle warship, it isn't. It is a multi-crew, powerful drop ship for content that isn't really in the game yet. Like, the concept of this ship is to fly in, drop off soldiers, and defend their, like, get them there safely, and then pick them up safely. That's why these guns face out. These guns and those guns don't have, like, convergence. You know what I mean? Like, you can't actually shoot the same ship in front with those guns and these side guns. So because of that lack of convergence, when I say convergence, I mean like all the weapons shooting the same thing. Because the guns don't all converge front, that means that you can't really focus fire, and the shields aren't tough enough for it to stay in the middle of a firefight for a long time. Like, example, Hammerhead is going to stay in the fight much longer than this ship, and it should. The Hammerhead is a full-on warship. This one isn't really about that. This will be for dropping troops and dropping mechs once we have battle mechs in the game. But it is one of the most wonderfully designed ships in Star Citizen. Like, the interior is gorgeous. The form and function and the thought, wonderful. Space Bus Tours says, awesome hanging out with you over the weekend. Dude, were you at Froggy Days? That was the festival I played over the weekend. Look at that red line. Just like the Crusader ships have. I don't know if I noticed that before. That's pretty cool. Rear-facing missiles. Space Cowboy says, can you believe all the people that complain about this magnificent ship? I mean, I can understand it. And you know, it's really easy to understand why people complain about this ship and so many others. Because there are quite literally 2 Star Citizen games. Let me explain. There's the game we have right now, meaning the alpha game. The one that's constantly changing, constantly developing with nerfs and buffs and content working, content not working, etc. And then there's the game of tomorrow, meaning how things will work past version 1.0, once many other systems are in game, and once a lot of these little moments have been figured out. What makes a ship good right now is not necessarily going to make a ship good in the future, and vice versa, you know? So people that are looking towards the future aren't going to complain about the current state of a ship like this, having too weak of shields. Where people playing right now are going to complain about the weak shields. Anyone that says pay to win in their arguments is playing the game today and not as much thinking about the game tomorrow. Because look at the Polaris. I'm sorry, look at the Idris. In the future, to fly an Idris, the biggest ship in the game. You'll need 28 people to fully crew that thing. And millions of dollars in credits to keep it going. Armor, ammo, flying. I lost my train of thought because of the sub that just came in. So I'll do that train of thought later. Dystrophic, thank you very, very much for 36 months on the channel. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I have a lot of like built up stuff to say about the blades being for sale and the Idris being for sale. But the bottom line of all of it, is this. If you play the game for today, yeah, you can complain. Complain away. I get it. But if you play the game for tomorrow, don't worry about it. None of this effing matters. You know what I mean? Like, everything is going to change. Everything in this game is going to change. This is not the game that we're going to have. This is a snapshot of the game we will have. I've been seeing all this bullshit all over the Star Citizen internet. People being like, I'm done with this game. I'm going to sell my account. Well, then fucking go for it, dude. Good luck finding another game that is as close to as detailed as this in the world of space simulation. You're not going to find it. And you know what? You're probably going to come back to the game in the future anyway, even if you said you're giving up your account. Can you look? This is what reading comment sections does to me. All right. I read comment sections and I just like my comments, morphologists' comments. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to let that shit go. Let it all go. Are you having fun playing the game? Awesome. Are you not? Then don't play for now. The game today is not the experience of tomorrow. Tomorrow, you know? Okay, I'm going to do my best to wash this out of my head so we can move forward with the day and, you know what I mean? I'm going to do my best to wash all those thoughts away. Because I want to have fun. I want to have a good time. This is the dropship room. The dropship room. Probably one of the most important parts of this ship. Because I truly think the point of this ship in the future is going to be you fly down to a planet. You got people on these guns covering your troops as they jump out. You got people on those guns covering your troops as they get out. You got missile launchers back here firing to clear this so you can have your mechs come flying out. And then you take off and boost away. And then you pick them up in the same fashion and they go right here. Right here to grab all their medical supplies, heal themselves up. You know what I mean? Hold on, I got somebody in TikTok chat who is like not bringing me joy. Why don't you like figure out your life and come back some other time? I'm going to mute him for 5 minutes. Maybe that'll help. I've been trying this new thing where instead of banning outright, I just mute. And then if they come back and they're still a piece of shit, that's an instant ban. Let's talk about this. I do really love the way they've designed this turret room here. I think it's beautiful. And the animation that spins out here is like so satisfying. This is the Star Lancer TAC.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
Yeah, this thing is absolutely designed for the future of dropship gameplay. Gameplay that's not really in the game yet. You know, to be honest, it's not. Let's get out of here, and then we'll walk around the ship a bit more later. Yeah, this ship's got to be one of the best role-playing ships in the game. I agree with that, dude. If you want to role-play you and your crew, like living and surviving and fighting and doing cargo missions, like, this is a fantastic ship for all that. It does have some downsides, though. Right here. Having to look down to see your MFDs is a bit of a downside. I don't love that I have to look down to the left and right just to see, like, the panels here. So that's not the best, you know. My helmet's not on. Let's fix that. There we go. Now my helmet's on. First time chatter, Tony the Dork. Great name, dude. Says the store is a picture of the tack with the Fury coming out the top. Does the tack come with the Fury? No. You must add your own Fury. However, it fits wonderfully right down there. Do you see that? That's the hanger right on top. Right there. So it's ready for it. It's ready for it. This thing is truly a mini Polaris in many ways. Medical bay, small hangar, cargo, vehicles, multi-crew, weapons, but much more manageable. And this is something I was saying earlier on the channel. The big ships are made for lots of people and millions of credits to spend and use. Stop the music right now. Stop all this. If the Idris right now required 30 people to fly and millions upon millions of credits to fire the weapons, refuel it, and fly around, we would not see near as many of them in the verse right now. The reason so many people are complaining that the Idris being for sale is pay to win and kill the game is because right now, one person can sit in it, fly it, and use either the railgun or the laser on the nose, and it does a lot of damage. But that's not the design for the game moving forward. That's not how it will be when the game is done. I play this game for what 1.0 will be. I don't play this game for what it is right now. Right now, it's like Drew Carey said, all the points are made up and nothing matters. Are you having fun? Great, play the game. Are you not having fun? Then stop playing the game. Don't play it. Do you agree with these thoughts, these ideas? Let me know. As you can tell, I have a lot to say about this. I've just been bombarded with so many negative videos over the past couple days from all creators and creators who don't follow this game very often. Like, what's that asshole's name who made some video that got like tens of thousands of views, who is not a member of this primary community? They are not here making videos every week. They are not here learning about the game every day. I'm mad. Can you tell? I am irritated at the mainstream world of gamers and streamers who make content about this game. Anyone is allowed to make a video they want. But when someone with a small amount of knowledge has millions of viewers and doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, it puts a bad taste in the mouths of gamers, you know? It makes me angry. It really does. Okay, I gotta calm my... I gotta calm down, chat. I gotta calm down. I'm gonna be like... Oh, holy shit. I love you guys. Thanks for being here, everybody. For real. Thank you. Just gonna dumbfire a bunch of missiles right here. There we go. Thanks for being everybody. I'm sorry if you had to listen to my rant and you don't know a lot about this game. I'm so sorry. I don't know what that... I don't know. Dr. Eggman was mad today. He was yelling at me. Someone called me Dr. Eggman in a video in my IG comments today. They said, what is Dr. Eggman doing playing Star Citizen? And I said, obviously, working on world domination. Bro laugh is scaring me. Yeah, dude. Good. Be afraid. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I got the proximity effect enabled. Sorry. Sorry. Stanton. We are going to Stanton right now. Stanton Gateway, please. Thank you. This is the Star Lancer TAC. Correct. Here she is. Isn't Eggman also an expert pilot and a genius? Facts. Over on YouTube, I see just pledged for a Perseus last night. Got my loaner Polaris. Wow. What a feeling seeing that beautiful beast in my hangar. I see you are truly playing the future game. See, I have never bought any ship in this game that wasn't already out yet. I've never done that. Never. Stacy, we will be flying the Guardian MX. We got a lot of ships to fly today. The show has just begun. All right, so here we are in the Star Lancer TAC. This ship is on loan from CIG. I do not own one. We are headed to Stanton to go back to my home base because I have something to show all of you once we get home. For those of you who have never been on board this ship, this is the bridge, pilot, co-pilot. Here are the turret seats. We hop in the turret seat here. Here we are on the top of the ship. Does the 85X fit in the hangar? You know what? I don't know. But I know it has blast shields. Does anyone know if the 85X fits inside the hangar? I don't know. I know two Furies will fit side by side it's quite a tight squeeze. Here's the rear-facing top turret. Panamanium says 85X is a no. All right, that's a no. Here is the evac room. This room is useless for right now because these evac pads do not work. There is no launching us out yet. That's gameplay we are still waiting on. Here's the crew lounge. We got a big old kitchen. Nice big refrigerator right here. We need to get some shelves in this fridge. This is like when you move into like a really shitty apartment and you open the refrigerator and it's missing all the racks. Anyone ever move into an apartment like that? Or is it just me? Okay. Here's the bed. Here is the weapon locker right there. Here is the bunk bedroom. This reminds me a lot of the band flats in Europe when there's a little room connected to the venue or above the venue with beds for everyone to sleep in. Because in Europe, they actually give a shit about art and treating their artists well. What a concept. America could never. And lockers with storage. Mm-hmm. Bathroom. Toilet. Pop out. I asked for the model with the 3 seashells, but, you know, I guess they're still working on that. Am I still flying or did we stop? I can't tell if we stopped or not. No, we're still flying. Okay. If you use twin sticks, do you also use foot pedals? I do use foot pedals. I use foot pedals for roll. I used to twist the right-hand stick for roll, but I locked that and moved to foot pedals about 2 or 3 years ago because I was having some wrist issues, which is also why I use this wrist rest by our friends at Delta Hub, the Carpio G 2.0. You do not need to use pedals. That is an option that I want. You can use whatever you want. Now, right now, we're walking around both the central elevator and we are walking around the hangar bay. Here is the hangar bay inside the Starlancer TAC. Probably one of the best features on this ship. This thing is purpose-built to fit a Fury. Right there. It even has a very Fury-like outline. One thing I hope CIG does in the future is give us the option to land ships right on a locking grid system, similar to the way that we have in the cargo grid. I want the cargo grid system, but for ships. So when I want to quickly land my Fury, it'll ka-chunk get locked in right into that orientation. But I want the option to turn turn that on and off, because I don't want it to be like Elite Dangerous where you have to land on one spot. I love that CIG lets us land wherever we want to land our ship, but the actual use of that day to day gets a bit tedious, you know? I want the option to lock it in place. Here is the engineering room. Quantum drive, jump module, engines. Engineering terminal, which does nothing right now. New players, this does nothing for now. Coming soon. Components. Fuse box, also not really functioning yet. Although if you remove fuses on someone's ship, it can mess things up. It definitely can mess stuff up, so maybe don't do that. So one more room here. Another bathroom. We got 2 bathrooms on this ship. I didn't realize that. This ship has 2 bathrooms? How thoughtful. Because look, if you're living in a house with 8 roommates, 1 bathroom, man, that bathroom's going to be pretty effing awful. You know what I mean? So that's pretty good. Okay. Cool. It is a wonderfully laid out ship. Truly one of the best layouts of any ship in the game. 2 bathrooms puts the ship into luxury territory. That sounds like the way Drake would classify a luxury ship. Oh, 2 bathrooms? Okay, Your Highness. Beard of Knowledge, welcome back to the show, dude. Game Gravy says, in the Starlancer attack, how many pilot-controlled weapons are there? Okay, we have these 2 front, you can't see it because of the quantum bubble thing around me, but I have 2 guns per side. If I look down here at the MFD and we go over, there I got 4 M6As for the pilot to control. And then I have a handful of missiles as well. And then for turrets, we have the big main side turrets, left and right. Then we have a top center-facing forward turret and a top rear-facing turret. Copilot can also shoot these twin rear-mounted missile launchers as well, giving us a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turrets there. Plus, there are 2 more turrets, machine gun turrets, inside the dropship room on the sides of the ship. Inside here, if I open these doors up, we have machine guns. We got machine guns inside here. You can see one of them. Actually, you can't see them, but they're both in there. Trust me. Okay? They're in there. Pro tip, pop the rear missiles to make your ship go faster. The free fly goes on all the way until the 28th. Where is sometimes you get here and it's hard to find the jump gate. There it is. There she is. 27th. Thank you. Not 28. The 28th, I'm going on the front page of Twitch. My 3rd time ever on the front page of Twitch. I'm very, very excited. It's gonna be an awesome, awesome day. Race on TikTok talking about Squadron 42 gameplay and maintenance. We have seen a lot of maintenance gameplay, and CIG has even rolled out engineering. That's what you mean by maintenance, right? CIG has even rolled out engineering gameplay. Is it Idris who just target locked me? Let's hope that they don't want to fight me. We're just gonna roll the dice here. We've seen a lot of the engineering gameplay over the years, including limited times in Arena Commander, where they've been trying it out, and you could actually try it yourself. I have not done any of that. I've been waiting for the official, like, launch of engineering. I have not done any of the early advance looks at it or whatever. B. Regenti, this Starlancer tack is on loan from CIG. They gave me one to try out. This is the tack, Ridge 6 Gaming. The turrets don't show up on that hologram for right now, but there they are. Perix says, I really like your content. Perix, I really like your compliment. Thank you. I try very hard to produce the most authentic, original, and unbiased content about this game. What I mean is that I don't just give CIG love for no reason. You know what I mean? And I always call out things that I don't like about the game. Despite what the internet might tell you, I think I do a pretty good job of being even-keeled about this game. Dare I say mature? Oh, look at how the wormhole looks on the radar down there. I've never noticed the wormhole having this red radar image. That's kind of cool. Activating the jump point. Time to go from Pyro to Stanton. My first time flying through in the new Starlancer tack. Let's go. Now, the views in this ship are a bit restricted. We kind of got that Star Trek Geordi visor view of everything, you know? It's not the worst cockpit in the game, but it's not the best either. But it does give you an experience, you know? It reminds me of driving an old Buick or like an old Cadillac, you know? Yeah, the MISC cockpit design is definitely not the best, but it creates for a different experience, you know? And ultimately, that's what all the ships in the game are giving us. Different experiences doing almost the same thing, you know? Making it feel unique. And that's really important in a game. You don't want all of your ships to feel identical. That's honestly one of the biggest problems I have with Elite Dangerous, is that no matter what, flying those ships all seemed kind of like the same ship, but with different characteristics, but very much similar, especially once you realize the MFDs are in the same spot in all the Elite ships, you know? I think CIG has done a really good job of making sure their ships always feel unique and always feel different. Can I make it to Orzon without refueling? Hell yeah. Dude, I just flew all the way across Pyro, and now I'm gonna fly all the way across Stanton without refueling one time? Hell yeah. Let's go. Love that. Love that. Marcus, what's your problem over on TikTok? Oh, wait a minute. You were actually thanking me. I didn't even see your comment. Everybody, Marcus on TikTok said like a minute ago, what do you think about Elite Dangerous? And I didn't even see that comment before I fell into an Elite Dangerous comparison. That's actually hilarious. I love that. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Marcus, my instinct was I thought you were complaining. Very often on TikTok, I will get someone who'll be like, ask a question, and then 1 minute will go by and they'll be like, does he even look at TikTok? And then I'll have to be like, yeah, I'm busy. But thank you for not being like that. Love to Death says, how do you like the TAC? Should I get it? Okay. The Starlancer TAC is one of the best laid out vehicles of this size, in my opinion. Meaning the design of it is wonderful. You should only buy it if you, A, have a bunch of friends that you want to roll with. I would say minimum like 4. The reason to buy it is for future dropship gameplay. This thing is made for you to drop 8 troops and a bunch of vehicles or mechs out the back. That's really what this thing is made for. To defend your troops on the way in and to help them get safely on board the ship. It is not made for you to go up against 25 ships in space. It is not a mini Hammerhead. You know what I mean? That's not the point of this thing. So, dropship gameplay. That's why you buy this. Marcus, I'm not sure what you're saying there, but Elite Dangerous was my main game for a long time before this. I played it for like 7 years, 6 to 7. The Elite Dangerous devs put a base in the game and named it after me. It's called the Ender's Enclave. It's in the Atacapa system. I still have a lot of love for Elite in my heart. It was the first video game I fell in love with as an adult. But I no longer love Elite. You know what I mean? Like, it's a historical love. Exclamation Elite Home if you want to get the coordinates for my home base in that game. Drunk Corgi, I literally just gave a tour of the ship. You missed it. What ship would you say is a mini Hammerhead? Oh, the Redeemer. I think the Redeemer might be the most powerful, smaller size gunship in the game. Anyone disagree with that? Mega Beast says, my brother's having a problem downloading the game. They're getting an error. Oh, I have had a lot of people talk about this error. I have not experienced it yet. Do I have anyone in the chat who has overcome the download error? Do you know what error code they were getting? But I'm pretty sure this is the one that like affects certain Windows 11 installs, I think. Who has found the solve for this? I'm not exactly sure what the solve is, but I've heard of it happening. Gulak says, I'm already in love with Star Citizen. The free fly made me buy a starter ship, and now I'm saving money to buy the Hull A. Dude, that rules, man. I'm glad you're having a good time. Did you use my code to sign up? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I still like you if you didn't, okay? Just remember, you could have. Please join my Discord and join us in game sometime, dude. Lewis on TikTok coming into the show about 30 minutes late after my massive rant about the flight blades and Idris and pay to win. I got kind of heated, my guy. I had to like relax. The TLDR is as follows. There are 2 video games right now. The one we have today, which is all about funding the game, testing, getting it working. And the game we'll have tomorrow, the finished product, version 1.0 finished. We know it's not going to be everything, but we know what 1.0 will be now, okay? The fact is, if you play this game for right now, you have every right to be mad about the Flight Blade stuff and buying the Idris stuff and solo players flying their Idris just like blasting the laser at ships outside the Hathor sites. You are allowed to be angry. But if you take a step back and look at this from a wider perspective, this is not the finished product. This is not the game we'll have tomorrow. The game we'll have tomorrow will require dozens of people and millions of saved credits to fly these massive behemoth ships. So you're not going to see them very often. You're not going to see single players with the power of an Idris in their hands, because it will take 28 people, 30 people, or more. And they'll have to spend so much money in game on the missiles, on the ammo, on the fuel. So anytime you're going to get mad about this game, stop for a second and think, am I getting mad about the game right now, the alpha unfinished project where nothing matters and the points are made up? Or the future game, 1.0 and beyond? Okay? Only TikTok could have a comment like 1.0 is not guaranteed after that statement. Trance Addict, how much do you know about this game? I'm not going to get mad about you. You're allowed to think whatever you want to think, my guy. Think what you want. Anyone who's been playing this game, I'm not going to get mad about you. I'm not going to get mad about you. Just take a break, come back if you want to. I timed out for 5 minutes. I can do whatever I want, all right? No one that's been playing this game 10 years would say 1.0 is not guaranteed. What an absolute maniac. Like, maybe you have a vague concept of this game for the last 10 years. I timed him out because he was kind of being a little... He was, like, purposely agitating me. It's only 5 minutes. They'll either come back and we'll be cool, or they'll leave and never come back. Either way, I don't care. All right. What's this game about? Great question. It is a space MMO RPG video game where you can do whatever you want in over 100 different spaceships and vehicles. It is in alpha development with updates quarterly to the game and all the game systems. The biggest takeaway for you to know is that even in this game's alpha state, it has things that no other video game in the world has ever been able to create or design. And that is why so many people like myself continue to play this game and be a part of the alpha testing process, because there's truly nothing else in the world like this game. Full stop. Perfect landing. I love Star Citizen. I have for a very long time. I believe in this game. I can't wait to see what the future holds. But I also know the alpha process is not for everyone and is difficult. CIG consistently has done things to piss off me and everyone else in the community. And you know what? They're going to keep doing it. Because the game's not done. We have to just be along for the ride. Or you can check out right now and not look back at this game until 1.0 comes out. 2027, 2028. You know? Nothing is making you watch the game right now. Nothing at all. Except for maybe me and my winning personality. Perhaps that? Perhaps? Huh? Oh, is the button on this side? Where's the button to close the door? Ah. Wait, is there one on both sides? Oh, there is. Oh, awesome. Love that. Hold on, I gotta ban somebody here. Hold on. Block. Anyone that comes into my chat and calls this game the biggest scam, blah, 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 whatever, then what the fuck are you doing here? Move on with your day. Enjoy your life. See you later. Remember, the internet is not real life. If you have a coworker who's a piece of shit, you have to deal with your coworker being a piece of shit. Unless you're the boss, in which case you can maybe fire them if they suck at their job. But on the internet, if anyone in your space is not bringing you joy or making your life better, bye, Felicia. Ban. Remember that, streamers. You can ban anybody you want. It's your show. All right. When I was younger, I used to be very afraid to ban people. I'd be like, oh, but they might follow me. They might be a follower. A follower is not a supporter. Man, I am Tessie today. Someone the other day was like, I love when he's sassy. And it made me laugh a lot. I told my wife, she laughed. I told my bandmates, they laughed. And all this drama, I guess, is making me sassy. Yamix! Why are you not a VIP? OMG. Why are you not a VIP here? Everybody. Yamix is here. Hold on. Hold on, let me do that. Hold on. Let me do a thing. Boom. There we go. Everyone go follow my buddy Yamix, please. To this day, when I say the word immersion, I am thinking about you. Okay? The Armstrong moment videos of yours years ago have never stopped making me laugh. All right? Let's put this ship away. Here we go.
Your vehicle has been Please visit us again. Goodbye.
On TikTok, I see a question talking about an AI voice system to control the ship with voice prompts. That is not built into the game. There are some pieces of software you can use to add voice activation into the game, but none of that's built in. Curiosity. Anybody out there use any voice activation software in Star Citizen? What's the big one called? Voice Attack. That's the one.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance...
Let's do a little bit of maintenance here. I have some ships that have been destroyed that we need to claim. So let's go through and let's fix some of this stuff. That's at Everest. Banner Defense. Let's get that back here.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
I love this. Pharaoh, thank you for moving from TikTok to Twitch. We just celebrated 25,000 followers on Twitch. I am overjoyed about that reality. Thank you, everybody. But as I do multi-stream, I pay the most attention to Twitch. So whenever you're asking questions on TikTok and you're like, but he's not listening to me, then come to the platform where I pay more attention. Also, sorry I made you sound like Minnie Mouse. It's not my intention. What's the origin behind your gamer tag? Ender's Game. It's my favorite sci-fi book series. I have 19 of the books on my shelf behind me. And I am a massive trekker. So, USS Enterprise, Enderprise. Get it? Huh? It was my Elite Dangerous Commander name back in 2015 that my ex helped me come up with. And I was like, genius! And it was my name on everything ever since. Yamix, come on. Look at you finding holes in things. Yes. It's possible for someone to make a great piece of art and be a piece of shit. It sucks, but it is possible. We call it art versus the artist. Goes for countries too. People that found countries, they can be pieces of shit also. Or ones that rule countries, you know? Doesn't mean everyone in that country is an asshole. All right, I'm looking for ships of mine that have been blown up that I should claim before we get going today. Let's get that Guardian back here.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Yeah, Mick, see you later, buddy. Nice to see you, man.
Please visit us again.
Ah!
Goodbye.
You scared the crap out of me. Thank you for the Pico. thank you. God damn.
Welcome to the ASOP
Scared me.
Vehicle Retrieval System.
Okay, look. There's a lot of ships in that hangar that I was scrolling. Okay? But you must remember, after 4.5 years of making content around this game, I've been gifted many ships. I have many ships on loan from CIG for new patches, also because I'm a subscriber, so I get ships to fly there. I have ships for pending giveaways that I have not given away yet. But every now and then, I will buy a ship. Not very often. Truly. But sometimes I do. And my channel is doing better than it's ever done because of you. The Twitch payout last week was the largest it's ever been in 6 years of streaming. My views across all social media platforms are better than they've ever been. And this morning I was like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself a little bit. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to upgrade one of my medium-sized ships to a large ship. So I started thinking about it, and I wrote on the Discord, and I reached out to one of my buddies out there, and I said, Lazy Donuts, I want to get this ship. What do you think about me getting this ship? And they were like, if you get this one, I'll help you upgrade to this one, because I have a spare CCU laying around. So I upgraded one of my ships, the Mercury Star Runner, to a Hammerhead, and then Lazy Donuts gave me the CCU to take my Hammerhead all the way to, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, on RSI Polaris. So your boy Ender now officially has a capital ship in the game. I have never had any of the cap ships. And because of Lazy Donuts, I only had to upgrade to the Hammerhead. And the upgrade from Hammerhead to Polaris was from Lazy. So Lazy Donuts, I don't know if you're watching right now, but thank you very much for that. You saved me a bunch of cash. And now we have an epic flagship for me to use in the game with all of you on the channel, you know? So, pretty excited about that. And because I am a vain streamer, of course, I had to buy a paint job for it. But I had that 10% off code from signing up for a full year of the subscriber program, which meant that I got $50 off. So that's, the paint job was free, basically. Quasar. There we go. So this will be the first time I have ever called a Polaris out that is actually my ship on my hangar. And I don't know what to name it yet. You know, we could call it Ender's Prize. I know. We could call it the USS Enterprise. There are so many good names. There's so many good names. I don't know which one we should use yet. You know what I mean? Ender's Game. As I said, there's so many good ones. Flight School. Flight School is a wonderful Ender's Game reference. Here we are. The first time watching my RSI Polaris rise up out of the hangar. Dun dun dun. It's one of those, like, there are many like it, but this one is mine moment. You know what I mean? That's definitely the vibe right now. The sense of scale in Star Citizen is so well done, you know? What means capital ship? B-I-G. Okay, anyone that wants to join in game with me today, come hop on the Polaris with me. All I ask is that you are either a subscriber on our channel or a viewer who's been here for more than like a month or so. Like, I'm not going to bring any brand new players into game today, but like, let's crew this thing and let's have some fun. Great question, Trigger. How many crew do you need to operate all the guns? If I want to have somebody sitting in every single turret, how many people do I need? Let's see. There's that one there. There are the two top ones right there. There's the two pop-out ones right there. There's the missile seat in the back. There's quite a few. All right. Now that I am a Polaris owner, I need to learn where the magic button is. There's a magic button somewhere over here. Hold on. Angry Frog says 7 people. Okay. Is it here? Where's the magic button? Someone in chat's gonna be like, magic button? Hold on. Hold on. Don't tell chat, don't tell them. There's the magic button. How I wish that was a physical button. You have no clue how much I wish that was a real button. There's a magic fake button right here to make the door open. We need a key fob. Oh, Trigger, I have been in this ship many, many times, but it's never been my ship. It's always been Pandemanium's ship, or Apollo's ship, or Lazy Donut's ship. It's always been someone else. But now it's finally mine. You know? And it kind of... It feels different. You know? It feels different now. I don't have a name yet. There's so many good names. Ender's Prize is a great name. USS Enterprise is a great name. Flight School, another really good name. You know, there's so many good names for this ship. I just don't know what to call it yet. Let's go to the med bay first. It's a really big deal, Trigger, because I don't make big moves like this. You know why I don't make them? Because I can't afford to, typically. Okay? Typically, I cannot. But I've been working so hard over the past 6 months that I thought it was time for me to do something for me. You know what I mean? Most people have no idea how much work goes on behind the scenes of a live stream. But when I tell other streamers and other content creators that I've been posting 2 videos a day for the past 6 months on all platforms, they are startled. Like, I went to a Twitch meetup last week in Manhattan, the Twitch Creator Club meetup. Dan Clancy, CEO of Twitch, was there. I got to meet a bunch of other Twitch staff. It was really cool. And when I told them about my content schedule, they were like, whoa, really? And then I'll be like, yeah, and the channel's 3 times more popular now. They're like, whoa, really? Like, there's a lot of videos out there that say posting more content doesn't help, but I think they are misleading. I think if you believe what you do is truly good and unique and memorable, and you're still not succeeding, the problem is people don't know about you. How do you make people know about you? You post videos every day. And after a year, that is hundreds and hundreds of videos on the internet now that people can search and see about you. Dude, look at this little Pico gift. Thank you. Thank you, Yuri.
Music by Resi activated the Prime.
Music by Resi. Thank you very much for the Prime sub, dude. Cheers to you. I mean, obviously your videos you post have to be relevant to your content, but it also, they don't have to be all good. Like, it is a misnomer that you need to have all good videos out there. I think it is much better to post consistent videos than to dwell on, are they good? You know what I mean? I'm such an idiot. I sat in the captain's chair and hit the power button. Can you tell that I've never actually owned the ship until today?
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check. Quantum fuel is at 100%.
You could call the ship Badum-ts, but that's more of a Banu ship name. Oh, dude, I love that idea. That is wonderful. Thank you. Apollo. First mate on the bridge. My first takeoff in my very own RSI Polaris. Fireball is waiting to dock in the new Guardian. Oh, awesome. Let's come to a stop here. My buddy Fireball's gonna land in the hangar in the new Fury. I'm sorry, the new Guardian MX, which is a variant of the Guardian that instead of having 2 size 5 guns, now has 4 size 4 guns. Oh, that was a decent glitch. I don't think that actually happened. Chloe!
Has subbed for 4 months.
Chloe, you do not need to keep subscribing. That is very kind of you. Very, very cool. Does this thing actually fit? Hold on. Can I close the door with that thing in there? Or is it gonna get stuck? I don't actually know. I'm looking at the top. I'm a bit worried. Here it goes, everybody. The doors are closing. Are we gonna scratch my new ship on day one? Or is it gonna work? No! It's crunching! It's crunching! Hold on, I gotta go back there and look. I gotta go back there and look. I have a feeling that... Here, I'll bring Pico. Pico, come with me. Come with me, Pico. Come on, come on. Chloe, did you know we have plushies now? Yeah, he's been in the game for a long time. My emotional support penguin. I'm kind of worried to walk in there. They're already ejecting it. So what happened? Is it okay, or do we have to fly it out? Or do we have to pull the landing gear up? Yeah, there it goes, and it went purple. And it's gone. Okay, so the new Guardian does not fit inside the RSI Polaris. So the it's gone purple thing is some kind of like ship error, or rather vehicle error that will happen sometimes. It'll like teleport the ship away. I don't actually know metrically why that happens in game. You know, I don't know exactly why that happens. Like on a technical level. Hey, Apollo, you want to take us up to station in orbit? Or Fireball. I gotta play drums. I gotta play drums for Chloe for the resub, and for everybody else out there for being a part of the show today. And just being so cool. Being so friendly and so kind to me. Not everyone is kind in the Star Citizen world. There's a lot of negativity going on in this game right now, all right? And I get it. There's a lot of high emotions out there. I understand it completely, you know? But I'm just here to have a good time, and I want to hang out with you, and I want to show you why you should be a part of my channel and hang out with me, you know? So let's go play some drums. Let's do it. I got any more songs for the wheel? Any songs for the wheel before I go over there, huh? Give me your song suggestions. I've already got 2 Linkin Park songs on the wheel, so I can't put a third one on there. That's too many Linkin Park songs. 3 is too much Linkin Park for 1 song wheel. You know what I mean? Ooh, Rancid, Red Hot Moon. Hell yeah. Under the red hot moon. Yeah, great song, great song. The Sweet Victory SpongeBob song. I mean, that song is funny. I just don't think it's a very good song. More Creed than you can buy another Polaris. Oh my god, yes. On Friday, when I played Creed, over 100 subs came in while I played Creed. Bananas. How did that happen? Let's go. Here we go. This is the Wheel O Songs. Every song here is a suggestion from you in the chat. Over the weekend, I played a show in upstate New York. It was called the Froggy Days Festival with my band Stop the Presses. It was a very old school Woodstock kind of festival. Like, peace, love, happiness, music. It was definitely that vibe. Like, no big brands. I didn't see any, like, Red Bull trucks. I didn't see any Clear Channel signs. Like, it was cool to be a part of an event that seemed like a time warp, you know? Every vendor was like an independent person's, like, business, but business is in quotations. All the signs were like made with like marker and stuff. It was cool. I really liked it. I had a blast. All right, let's spin the wheel. Trigger, I'm glad you like the panning camera. Oh my god, Creed! Okay, we're definitely not gonna get 100 subs like we did on Friday when I played Creed, but we're gonna kick it. We're gonna kick ass. So here we go. Creed, higher. Let's make it happen. Here we go. Here we go. I still remember being a kid when this song was on the radio, and I was like, I get why it's big, but like, it's not for me. But maybe it's nostalgia. I'm having fun playing it. Oh my God! The desk microphone was on the whole time? The desk mic has been on this whole time! Hold on. For those of you who are like, it doesn't matter, listen to the sound now. Hold on. We're gonna stop that. I'm gonna rewind the song a little bit, and I want you to hear how much different it is. Listen. It's going to be so much better here. Just listen. Look, there's a lot of shit to remember for me in this job. Like, every time I come to the drums, I have to remember to mute that mic, but also run over here and turn the background music on, and then bring the wheel up, and then hit that button, and then hit that button. Who knew that streaming live music and video games in a room full of 11 cameras would be difficult to do? Who knew that? Hey, if you're new to the show, my name's Ender. We just hit 25,000 followers on Twitch today. We hit 20,000 just 2 or 3 days ago on TikTok. Things are going really great, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you want to escape all the negativity that's happening in the world, then watch my show and let's hang out and try to have a good time playing video games and drums, all right? That's all I can tell you. I can't make the world better, but I can try to make right now better for the two of us. All right, so let me put on some other background music, some quieter background music. And here we are. Nice flying, Captain Apollo. This fireball staring right at me. What's up, my guy? Oh, you like that transition? It's just a slow fade, dude. The slow fade. You don't need to have the fanciest transitions, you know what I mean? Slow fade works great. Can we talk about the 9800X 3D and how it went from being the best CPU on the planet for this game to constantly freezing? Can we talk about that? Who else is using a 9800X3D having this bad of a time with it? I really hope this shit gets worked out by next week. On Wednesday, I'm going back on the front page of Twitch. And when I have thousands of new eyes on my channel, I cannot have this shit happening. It's going to crash. Just wait for it. Moments in Art. Are you on the 9800X3D CPU? It didn't crash. Oh my God, it didn't. It recovered. It recovered. Okay. But it's been a problem. It has been a big issue. It started with the 4.1.1, really. I'm in space because I was frozen the whole time Apollo was leaving atmosphere. Now, what happens if I sit down? Will I take over control? Do I take over on control? I do. Awesome. Cool. All right. Let's get to Seraphim Station. No line of sight, because of course. Why the hell would it let me do that? Why would it work? Why would it work? Why? That's not what the game does. Routing work? Never. Never. Wiseman, we are not flying the Idris right now because I acquired my very own Polaris today. So today is the day for me to have fun flying the newly acquired Polaris. You have a button for everything? I kind of do. I got 2 Stream Deck XLs on my desk, another Stream Deck XL underneath that hi-hat on the drum set, and another Stream Deck back here on my piano. So I try to always be able to control whatever I need to whenever it happens. Please use code ENTERPRISE on all of your Elgato purchases. I am very proud to have just re-signed my contract for another full year with Elgato. So, yeah, like, the thing about the game, Sanderstorm, I think you missed my earlier rant about this. There are 2 video games, the game from today that we play, and the game tomorrow. This ship will be a very powerful, wonderful ship in this game. It's just not there right now, because it's getting nerfed and going through changes, you know? I am fully confident that this will be an amazing ship for many, many things in this game. You know what I mean? It's just going through some transitions right now. What's your opinion on X4? I've never played it. Never played it. I understand your frustration, Sanderstorm, but you have to remember, it is an alpha video game, and we are the testers. Very little of the things we do today in this game are going to be the things that we do in the future of this game. I think if the entire SC community could wrap their heads around that narrative, Spectrum would be such a better place to visit. The comment section of every video on the internet about this game would be a much better read. People need to get their head on straight and realize there is a difference between the alpha project game and the future full release version of this game. Talking 1.0, not the version with all the things that will ever be there, but the 1.0 version that we know is coming, you know? I have a lot of extra baggage about this concept. You know what I mean? I've just been bombarded with so much stuff. Sunder, I'm so sorry. Sunderstorm. Got it. Got it, dude. Oh, Chase, the tutorial's always broken, dude. Don't even do the tutorial. Like, if you're new to this game, do not do the tutorial. It is a waste of time. When it works, it's cool, but it breaks every single patch. Guardian MX versus F8C Lightning. I couldn't tell you. I haven't flown the Guardian MX yet. But maybe we will right now. Maybe we'll dock this for now. Maybe we'll dock this and come back to the Polaris later today. Maybe once we've assembled a large crew. We got like 4 or 5 homies in game right now. But maybe once we've assembled a massive crew, we'll come back. I should fly that new Fury. I should. For the content, you know? Returning chatters know all about this thing. They don't know anything about the new Fury MX. So we'll do that. We will dock it for now. Look at those carrier ship docks on the right. That's for like Javelin and stuff, right? I'm pretty sure. I have not docked this ship yet. CIG has got to figure out WTF is happening with AMD 9800X 3D CPU, third-person camera, and patch 4.1.1. What the fuck? What is happening? How has my rig gone from being the greatest rig buildable to play this game to getting crashes every single day? Every day, multiple times a day. I cannot have this. I cannot. What is their deal? Why? It's really pissing me off, everybody. I'm getting really, it's got to be the CPU because people have been reporting errors with 9800X 3D with this new patch. And now we're back. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. If it's not that, then what the fuck is? I'm getting mad. I'm getting angry. I need to breathe. Chat, if you're wondering why I'm so heightened, is because I'm going on the front page of Twitch in a week and a half, and this show has to be perfect. I'm going on the front page for 8 hours. It has to be magic. Do you know what I mean? I cannot have bullshit like this. I can't. All right, I'm really sorry that I got angry, but realize that when the game freezes for you, it's an inconvenience. When it freezes for me, literally hurts my business, potentially. Jay, I don't have a 9950X. AMD did not send me one. I am struggling to know how to fix this issue though. I tried turning off my memory XMP overclock. I thought that helped for a while, and then it, I guess, didn't help. And this is the second time today we have had a freeze. Should I activate, like, what's that program that, like, what's that program called that watches all your specs, all your numbers? What's that program called? I have it, but no, not Afterburner. The very nerdy one. Hardware monitor, thank you. Hardware info 64. Okay, we're gonna run that. We're gonna run that in the background. See if that can maybe help get us some answers here. All right, where is the docking port? Is it that thing coming out right there? Yeah, it is. How do I know if it wants me to dock the left side or the right side? Oh, Game Gravy!
Game Gravy 501 has subbed for 2 months.
Thank you very much, Game Gravy. Oh yeah, we're getting some FPS drops on the stream PC for right now as well. That should be not connected. That should be, it seems like a, I don't know why. The stream is struggling right now. All of a sudden, I just looked over and we're getting a lot of FPS drops and render lag. I don't know why. That's a different thing. That's a different computer. You know? That's a different thing entirely, and I'm not sure why that's going on. I'm starting to feel very overwhelmed, chat. Dealing with the stream encoding issues and my CPU issues I'm sweating. You know what I mean? So how do you know which door it wants to go in? So, like, as a pilot in the ship, how do I know that it wants to use the right door or the left door? The stream is fucking up, Stacy. I don't know why. It's getting really bad, and I'm getting hot. I'm sweating. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to stop playing, everybody. We're going to stop playing for a second. There's something wrong right now. Like we're dropping insane amounts of frames on all platforms. Is there something going on my, let me look at, what is happening here? Let me look at Task Manager on my main machine. I don't understand why we're getting slammed so hard here. OBS Studio is fluctuating between 78 and 98% video usage for the GPU. I don't know why the GPU is getting hit so hard right now on my stream PC. According to my, it's all my OBS. It's not my network, because my Twitch bitrate shows constant. No problem on the bitrate. No problem on the ISP side. It's something in my OBS itself. Now, this started after the drum break. Could I have potentially done something during the drum break to F this all up? This is the worst part of my job, everybody. This is truly the worst part of my job. I just want to... Anyone that thinks this job is easy, I can't do a speech. I can't do a speech right now because you're going to get like bits and bobs of it. You're going to get sporadic moments of it. I'm going to get out of the chair on the ship because everyone is... I'm just going to get out of the fucking chair. Thank you for giving me the Pico. That was very nice of you. I don't know what to tell you.